Welcome to the show. I see you guys are having some fun in the chat room. Uh, Hold on, let me change the setting real quick. Okay, here we go. That sounds a lot better. I don't know why it keeps switching on me like that, but we got a nice show, a nice topic. They are watching. So we tweet this video, share it. Let's get the conversation going. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome. Welcome to the See Through It podcast. I am your host, Brian Sells. Yes, y'all threw me off. My brain was a little frazzled right there. You threw me off a little bit, but I'm back. Here we go. How you guys doing tonight? It is Wednesday. We got a good topic. The topic, the title of the episode is "They Are Watching." We've been having a lot of stuff going on in the news. A lot of stuff. Hold on. Gotta get serious. We've been having a lot of stuff going on in the news. A lot of anger, a lot of division, a lot of hate. And I just want people to know that they are watching. And you might be saying, who is they? Who is it that is watching? Well, our future leaders, our future police officers, if we have any, our future mayors, council, city members, governors, all that, teachers, our future, our kids, our little people, they're watching all the turmoil. They're watching all of this. And I think we've forgotten that they are absorbing all of this hate, all of this evil. They're absorbing all of this. Because I feel like no one is having a clear, non-emotional conversation. And what I mean by non-emotional, I mean like irrational emotions. Just speaking out of anger, speaking out of hate, speaking out of a reaction to something you've seen. They're getting a lot of that. They're getting that from the news. They're getting that from their parents, people that they pass every day, or whoever they're around. They're getting that. My question is, what positive learning message is being put into them? I don't believe there's a positive message being put into these kids. They're going to these protests, these rallies and all that, and they're seeing the hate spew from both sides. That they're seeing it. And they're absorbing all of that. They're absorbing every minute of that. Remember, hate is taught, learned. Babies don't come out the womb angry. They don't come out, hating someone. They don't do that. That is seen, observed, and learned. They're picking all of that up. Do we know that they're watching this? I have the TV off in my house. We don't even do the TV. It's too much nonsense. 24/7, you was getting COVID-19. 24/7 now, all you're getting is hate and evil, madness pushed on the TV, through the TV. And now that it's summer, kids are just sitting in front of the TV because a lot of things are closed. They're sitting in front of that TV, absorbing all of that, looking at the other race, like, ooh, that makes me mad. I don't like them. Or, ooh, I don't like cops. I fear cops now. And if you fear something, there's only two options. You're either going to run or you're going to fight back. The outcome in that is not going to be good. Fighting or running. The message that we are sending to our kids is horrible. I'm wondering when someone is going to step in and be like, enough is enough. Enough is enough. But I don't know when that will be. Because I've seen preachers of churches pushing, race. That's the one place you think you should be able to go and, hear a good message. Have some clarity about what's going on. No, that's not what's going on. What you're getting is messages about race in church. So not only are they hearing race at home, now they're hearing it at church. Everything is race, division, hate. When are we going to start teaching love, pushing positivity, unity? When is any of that going to come out? I understand the whole environment in society right now. But do we have to, take part in the hate message? Exactly, Kasi. Message comes in. All they know is to mimic us. And that is spot on. All they know is to mimic us. I've seen so many videos on Twitter, on Facebook now where kids are fighting other kids while there's presumably a grown-up or some teenager, someone older, holding the phone, recording it, laughing. I've seen videos of young adults committing crimes and no one's holding them accountable. They're making excuses for them, justifying their actions. And if you've been watching my show before, accountability, responsibility are huge. I'm big on that. And right now no one's teaching that. No one's pushing that. No one's holding no one accountable. All I hear is excuses. Well, they shouldn't have did this, or, we're tired of being oppressed, or when and where does that make it okay? That you're telling these young people or allowing these young people to go out here and be bad examples for their brothers and sisters while you are doing the same thing. When is the chain, the cycle, when is the vicious cycle going to be broken? We can point the finger all day. Every day we can point the finger. You gotta be responsible and hold yourself accountable for the things that you're doing. The kids are watching you. They're watching. Right now it seems like we have, like I said, we have no positivity anywhere. It's all saturated with evilness, hate messages. People playing the victim. Why? So when we get old and we are gone, They're going to do the same thing that they've been doing. There's a video that I watched on Twitter, and it touched me. So I told my mom about it. There's this older guy. He had to be like 55. I think that's what the guy said. He was 55 years old. Older black man, 55. Well, the color doesn't matter. But he was 55. And there was a younger man who's about my age. And he was talking to him. He was trying to get that older man to calm down and stop telling the young people to go out there and cause mayhem. He was like, I'm tired of the kumbaya. I'm tired of the peaceful, marches and all. I'm sick. He was like, I'm sick of it. We got to do something. Meanwhile, he's standing there and the young people are burning the city down. The young guy is trying to pull in the older guy, saying, this is not the way. This can't be the way. And he was real passionate about that. And he looked to his left, and there was a 16, 15-year-old. And he grabbed him. He grabbed him real close. And he said, he's 55, I'm 35. You 16. I have a 5-year-old. I don't want him seeing the same thing or going through the same thing we're going through now. This is your generation. Figure out a better way. Meanwhile, the older guy is walking around throwing a temper tantrum, just angry and mad for no reason. Because he's so frustrated. It blew my mind because that's exactly what we have going on right now. We have the older generation pushing the young people to act out instead of holding them accountable and teaching them and maybe strategizing to go about things a different way. Now, they're far gone. They're lost. They're out there just doing whatever they feel like doing, and no one is holding them accountable. We have cops that are scared to do their job. Cops that are scared to do their jobs. You have people that are scared to say anything or stop because they might be called a racist, or they might get shot or beaten. Where is these people parents at? Where are the so-called community leaders? If we don't reel it in, it is going to get ugly. It's going to get real bad. Rock Dollar, Texas in. What did he say? He said he tired of the same over and over, and he's 55. I never said it was for no reason. It's over a valid reason. But going and doing it the way they were doing it was wrong. The reason is valid. But that doesn't justify burning down a city. That doesn't justify violating other people. It does not justify committing a crime. Two wrongs does not equal right at all. No matter how you try to cut it, slice it, deliver it, it does not equal a right. This has been going on for a long time. Decades, a long time, centuries. And what I'm saying is that there should have been a strategy, a plan, a well thought out plan. But no, what we have is a lot of reacting, a lot of reaction, a lot of anger, controlling people's reaction instead of a well thought out process of getting things done. Oh, I see. That's if I said that, then I apologize. Text coming saying that I said that he was walking around for no reason, angry for no reason. So if I said that, I misspoke. But it was definitely for a reason. The anger was justified. But uncontrolled anger, it's not getting us nowhere. Again, we've had a beautiful protest, all different colors, everyone from every different walks of life was protesting, saying this is wrong. Saying this is wrong. But the outrage that turned into uncontrolled anger took the spotlight off that. Instead of what we could have been showing the kids, were that the kids could have seen white, black, Asian, Mexican, whoever, all those people out there saying social injustice is wrong. We had that spotlight for what? 5 minutes? Then it went down the drain. And now all the media is focusing on is the mayhem. And the kids are absorbing all of that. 24/7, absorbing all of that. And I'm sure there's people inside that house that's speaking angrily about things that is going on instead of trying to rationalize what's going on and saying, hey, this is what's happening, but there's a better way. We can do this, we can do that. Not everyone is this and that. There's certain people. But I find that very hard to believe that message is being pushed when everything that I'm seeing on Facebook and Twitter is nonsense. Everything that I'm seeing on Facebook and Twitter is nonsense. Justifying violent acts against your neighbor. Everyone is so caught up on what side you are for and what side you're not for. Pushing the hate and the division. We can get so much more done as a unit. If we were all united, we would get so much done. The kids would see, doesn't matter if you're black, white, we're all human, working together to be equal. Of course, we already know there's still racism in this country. But we can choose to focus on that, or we can choose to focus on the person that's standing right beside you, marching for the same cause. It's so easy to look at the negative. It's so much harder, so much work to find the positive and stick with that. Oh, hold on. The text came in. Let me see. Rock Dollar. What did it say? What's your suggestion? My suggestion. On what front? On what front? Oh, one of my suggestions, turn that TV off. Don't allow them to see all the evil that the media is pushing. We all know that the media is pushing their own agenda. They're not telling you the full truth. They're not telling you the full fact. They're giving you pieces and letting you run with that. They're speaking to your emotional side while they're using their emotions to trigger your own emotions. Turn the TV off. Go out one day and just walk in. I know I picked up a practice where if I walk past someone, I say hi, good morning, how you doing? I say something. Common courtesy, respect, decency, those little things. Instead of looking at your fellow neighbor like he's some type of criminal or he's someone that you got to take out. Excuse me. What were you looking for? There's I have so many. Not saying I have the answers, but I have an idea on certain things that we could do to make things better. Again, our kids are watching this. The younger generation, they're watching this. And if all they've been fed is hate against the whites, the blacks, browns, or whatever, when they get older, they're going to do the same thing. If all they've been fed is fear the police, there's only two options when that fear comes on you. It's either you're going to run or you're going to fight. We don't need that. We do not need that. Turn the TV off. I don't even know Kasi. Kasi comes in and says, "How did you get so level-headed?" I definitely want to say I'm so level-headed. Like I said, I have some tremendous flaws, and I've been working on myself for a long time. Like I said, I still deal with my own anger issues, and it's a constant battle. I battle my mind every day to walk that line. It's a battle, but I'm committed to that because I don't want to go too far where something can happen to me. Now I'm gone. And that's another thing. People need to start teaching these consequences. Every time you do something, there's going to be a reaction. Whether it's good or bad, there is going to be a reaction that you might not be able to control. You might not be, we might not be able to control the situation. So if you understand that if I do A, then B, C might not come out to what I think it should come out to. We got to get back to teaching, grooming our young generation. Now they're just out there running wild. I'm not going to drop any names. I know this one young lady, she has so much promise, but she's so lost. And it's hard to reach her because of so many different issues. So many different issues. Every now and then she does good for a little bit, and then all of a sudden she just off the just out there. And in the time that we live in, so many things can happen. With her being a female, dudes don't respect females like they used to. They will hit you, rape you, whatever. I give her this information, but she still, she feel like she's going, so she's gonna make her own decisions and choices. And at that point, it's out of your hands. But your job is to instill those tools. Let them know if you do this, then this will happen. I know I'm tired of seeing our young people destroyed from bad decisions. I'm tired of seeing people, pushing hate, teaching hate, and then bad things happen from that. And then right now, how things are going, All we doing is pushing hate, teaching hate, division. Like, I don't even know where you can get away from it. Like I said, the churches are too concerned with race talks instead of preaching how to get right or whatever. I don't even know what you can do. Start parenting. Start turning that TV off. Start turning. Let me see what's going on in the comments. I keep getting like double comments of everything that's going on. I don't know what's going on with my app, but I see the comments, but it's showing me like 30 of the same comments. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I definitely can see that. But anyway, let me see. Text comes in. Let's see. Miss Rose. I know when I was a teenager, I was fearless, reckless. No one could tell me what to do. A lot of those young kids that were looting are just young and dumb. Yeah. Yeah. Totally agree. I was the same way. Thought I could do whatever I wanted to do. But I always had my mom and dad voice in the back of my head. So I knew there was like a buffer, like, all right, that's too far out there. I need to reel it back in. Now, there's no buffer. There's no safe zone. There's none of that. It's just wall is taken down. Go through it. There's not even nothing blocking them from doing whatever they want to do. There's no conscience. No one's holding them accountable. In fact, they're being encouraged. It's being shared on Facebook and Twitter, and people are laughing and having a good time in the comments instead of condemning what they're doing. Will things get better? I don't know. That's a question for y'all to ask. Will things get better? Have we lost our future? Have we lost our young kids? I have a nephew I think he's 5. Have a niece that might be 2. Have I lost her? Has she seen all the evil that's been flowing through the TV? Has she heard all the evil that's been flowing? Is she absorbing that? Like I said, I told y'all the story last week. I was at the gym. I looked at a guy. I felt a certain way towards him, and he did nothing. He just literally came into the gym, put his bag down, was about to start working out, and I felt a way towards him. I had to check myself, like, whoa, what are you doing? I'm sure. I'm not gonna say I'm sure, but I bet our younger generation, they're not doing that. They're seeing someone and they're reacting. I seen a video on Twitter where this young black man, gotta stop. This young male pushed this older lady down. She had to be 100 years old. Just walked by and pushed her down. For what? What triggered that? What triggered that reaction? I'm confused. When you're so angry and filled with hate and, when you feel with that stuff, it makes you do things that you don't even know you're doing. You're just reacting because of everything you've been absorbing for the past 24 hours. You're absorbing that, and you're reacting. Everything that they're seeing, they're picking that up. And then they're going out and doing the same thing. Influences. We got to do better. We got to stop being focused on things that, you know, that divide us, not by choice, just by random draw of a number or whatever, whatever the case may be. And start looking at the things that pulls us together. It's easy to look at my skin color and then look at someone else and be like, you know what? I hate you already because of I can't even speak. Because of what someone else did in another state or in another city or on another street. I hate you. That's too easy. It's uncalled for. Season 2, I did last episode. Be the example. Be the example. I think 2 days ago I heard something about be the change that you want to see. Can we get some people being the change that they want to see? Unless this is what people want to see, the anger, the hatred, the evilness. Now, if that's what's going on, then let me know, so we all clear what's happening right now. But if you want to be the change that you want to see, start projecting that. Start being the example. Do that. Good evening. Do that. Be the change. Be the example. This generation is lost. They're looking for some leadership. They're looking for someone to show them a better way. They might be stubborn, but they're looking. There's a lot of them out there that just lost and just going with the crowd. Show them a better way. Show them a better way. So, let's see what we got in the text. Kasi comes in with, I was a kid in the 50s, but my mother never allowed me to say the N-word. I would have gotten spanking if I said that. She taught me well. My mom and dad, like I said, my mom, she was very big on not being, coming home and telling her about a color of someone. She would always be like, what that got to do with it? What does that have to do with it? Does the color change the story? What does that have to do? We got to be the example. We got to set the example for the younger kids, for the young adults, the teenagers, because they're the future. Whitney Houston made a song saying, "The kids are the future of the world," and I don't know the whole song, but is this what we're leading them down? This is how we're showing how to live. I can't even imagine what 30 years from now is going to look like. That's going to be a terrifying world to be in if we don't get things under control. Be the example. They are watching everything we do. And if we act like or don't hold people accountable for what they're doing, or if we are also pushing hate and division, they're watching that. And the funny thing is that they'll take hold of that so much faster than anything that you're teaching them, But that's how it is, I remember when I was younger, My mom and dad had to repeat things so many times, so many times. But if I saw something bad, I picked up on that real fast. But if it was something good that was going to benefit me in life, I had to repeat that a million times. So be mindful of that. They're watching. They are watching. So that is what I have. Do I have anything in the comments? Absolutely, Kasi. Absolutely. Let's go ahead and run through our contacts. If you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel. Give it a thumbs up. If you give it a thumbs down, tell me why, just give me a little message on why you did not like this episode. Also, share it. If you want to support the show, paypal.me/SeeThroughIt. You can follow me on Twitter at SeeThroughIt1, Facebook.com/STIPODCAST. Go to that page, like it, share it, join the conversation there. All my stuff that I post on Instagram, as you see it right there, is also uploaded to Facebook. So go ahead and show that page some love. Email me at SeeThroughItPodcast@gmail.com. Also, as you guys know, I am on full audio. We got Anchor.fm, Breaker, Spotify, Pocket Cast, Stitcher. Oh, snaps. I keep forgetting. I forgot to put that I'm on Apple. I got to take this down. I am on Apple. You can listen to it on Radio Public, Stitcher, and Google Podcasts. A special thank you to Mr. White and Ms. Kasi. I greatly appreciate you guys. Thank you for your contributions to the show. Um, it means a lot to me. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, folks. So I will update that screen that I am also on Apple. So if you're on Apple, you listen to Apple, if you have Apple products or whatever, please go there and listen to the episode, or just go there and rate the whole podcast. Leave me a review. It builds a algorithm for iTunes or podcast or whatever it's called, and it'll put me up there so people can see me. So if you could go there and rate the show. Also, you can listen to it on Spotify, subscribe there. You can subscribe on Apple too. So make sure you do that. I feel like there's things that need to be heard, and it's not being said on TV. You can't get this message from your news anchor. You can't get this message from anyone. I'm not gonna say that. That's there's certain things you can get from people, but a lot of hate is being pushed more than positivity. There's a lot of division being pushed instead of unity. A lot of that stuff is being pushed instead of things that we need to be pushing. So if you could, greatly appreciate if you could share and retweet. And again, we have this giveaway going all the way till July 10th. If you share, retweet an episode, doesn't matter how many times you share, retweet it, your name goes in there each time you share and retweet. So, boom. It's going to be a nice giveaway. Let's make it happen. Let's spread the word. Let's get more people involved. Join the conversation. I hope this episode, made you think about the things you're doing in front of other people. And it does not have to do with, kids, just anyone. People that might just be watching you. If they see you doing it, then it's easy for them to justify why they're doing what they're doing, because they like, well, I saw you do it, so we got to be mindful. We're always being watched. Be the change that you want to see. Be the example. And if we have more people being mindful of what's going on, and instead of pushing hatred and evil and all that. We can get some things done. We can get some things done. Hold on, I missed something in the text. Absolutely, text comes in. Papa says, folks just need to respect each other and love one another. Absolutely. That message, like I said, if you go into church, you should be hearing that in church instead of about white and black. So maybe you should have a conversation with your pastor if he's not teaching what he should be teaching. Because that's the only place you're going to get something positive, I thought, because you're definitely not getting it from the news. So let's be the example. Let's try to make a difference and come together, because 30, 60 years from now, it's looking pretty scary. So let's make sure we're doing the right thing. Do the right thing. Do the right thing all the time. All right, folks? So that is the show. Remember, do not be blinded by the media. Hashtag See Through It. This is the See Through It podcast. I'm your host, Brian Sales. I'll talk to you guys later.